Sir, I would like to state for the record, I am not the all caps name on the paper. I am the living man. I am a foreign national. I am here by special appearance only, held against my will, under duress, in false imprisonment.
All right, let's start with one of the most painfully hilarious court moments I've seen in a while. This guy walks in and immediately goes, "I am not the all caps name on the paper. I am the living man." You already know where this is going. Yep, we've got ourselves another sovereign citizen who thinks he cracked the legal matrix by quoting Facebook screenshots. Now, look, I'm not exaggerating when I say this guy has his entire script memorized. It's like watching someone audition for Law and...
All right, at the Butler County Jail, are you Anthony Dubas?
Sir, I would like to state for the record and correct that I am not the all caps name on the paper. I am the proper case trade name, sole living heir, beneficiary, and executor of that named trust. I am the living man. I am a foreign national, and
You're a foreign national?
I'm a foreign national. I'm an American national. I am here by special appearance only, held against my will, under duress, in false imprisonment, and under false arrest.
Very good. This is State of Kansas versus Anthony Edward Dubas, case number 23 TR 2777. The state appears by Jared Regier. Mr. Dubas appears from the custody of the Butler County Jail. All parties are appearing by Zoom. Mr. Dubas, you're here for a first appearance. Do you have a copy of your charges?
I am, my honor, Mr. Crum. I am here by special appearance under duress.
You've already been through that. I'm going to read your charges to you. In count one, it alleges that on August 17th, 2023, you did then and there unlawfully operate a motor vehicle on a highway of this state without having a valid driver's license. That is no valid driver's license, a Class B non-person misdemeanor. That carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. Count two alleges that on August 17th, 2023, you're operating a motor vehicle, a 2003 Honda Accord, upon a highway or this state, East Fox Trail Street, Andover, Butler County, Kansas, while your vehicle was not registered. That's failed to register a vehicle. That's an unclassified non-person misdemeanor. That carries a maximum penalty of 30 days in jail and up to a $500 fine. Count three alleges you operated a motor vehicle on August 17th, 2023 in Butler County, Kansas, without having valid insurance. That's no proof of insurance, a Class B non-person misdemeanor. Do you understand your charges, Mr. Dubas?
No, I do not stand under these charges, and I would like to make it clear that I was not operating a motor vehicle. I was operating my private conveyance, not for hire, not for commercial use, not to transport passengers or products for hire.
Order YouTube edition. He goes on and on. "I'm a foreign national. I'm here by special appearance only. I'm under duress, false imprisonment." Buddy, you're not Neil. You're just in trouble. The judge, to his credit, keeps calm. Honestly, maybe a little too calm. He lets the guy talk himself in circles for a solid minute before stepping in. Meanwhile, this man is stacking nonsense like a Jenga tower. Proper case trade name, living heir beneficiary, executive of the trust. Like, what does that even mean in English? Then the judge hits him with that cold, polite wall of reality. This is the state of Kansas versus Anthony Edward Dubas. And that's when you can see it, the life drain from his eyes. Because deep down, even he realizes this isn't TikTok.
And if I was allowed to have my folder with black text case law in it to be brought here with me, as I asked Mr. Deputy Khalid Baraka, and he refused, I would be able to prove to you with black text case law what the Supreme Court rulings from multiple different cases have stated about the definition of a driver, an operator, a motor vehicle, an automobile, what a conveyance is, and their decisions, aka my bad, the Supreme Court's decisions.
All right, Mr. Dubas, I'm gonna stop you
not
there.
requiring-
I'm gonna enter a not guilty plea for you. And we're gonna set this over. If you want to present this stuff, you can present it to Judge Webster, who's going to be assigned to your case. Are you gonna be able to hire an attorney?
I'm sui juris, I'm not a ward of the state.
Okay, then you can hire your own attorney. I'm gonna set this for November 13th, 2023 at 9 o'clock in the morning. Mr. Aguirre, do you have a recommendation for bond?
Your Honor, 2,500 cash or surety with all standard conditions. Also, in reviewing the affidavit, it would appear that when this is alleged that when the defendant was questioned by the deputy, he refused to provide a valid address or any further information. That's quoting directly from the affidavit. I'm not sure if the court wants to make any special orders along those lines or not.
I object. I provided a valid address. It's just a non-residential address, or a residential address that is non-domestic. And he refused to accept my proper address or my mailing address.
Well, I'm gonna set a bond in the amount of $2,500 cash or surety. You'll need to provide a valid physical address to a bondsman if you wish to make bond, Mr. Dubas. All right, is there anything else, Mr. Aguirre, on this case?
Nothing from the state's perspective, Your Honor.
All right, we'll be in recess. Mr. Dubas, you are excused.
Hold on, is it an OR bond or?
No, it's a cash or surety bond.
Okay, so I need a cosigner.
You can put up 2,500 in cash, or you can make arrangements with a bondsman.
Okay, thank you.
Law class anymore. The charges? No license, no registration, no insurance. Simple stuff. But this man, oh, he's not having it. I do not stand under these charges, he says with full confidence. Not understand. Stand under. Like it's a secret cheat code to dismiss your case. I mean, come on, man. You're not in a magic spell book. You're in Butler County Court, and here's the kicker. He goes on about how if only he had his folder of...
Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
4, 3, 2, 1, 6 months.
And where are they? Who are they with?
Their mothers.
How many mothers?
3.
All right, that is not Black excellence. The fact that you're here is not Black excellence, unless that's the name of a building, but I'm assuming it's not. Court will sentence you to
black text case law. He could prove the Supreme Court says cars are private conveyances and driving isn't operating a motor vehicle. Yeah, that'll go great in front of a judge who's heard it 1,000 times before. At this point, the judge is done. He just enters a not guilty plea for...
Are you Mr. Cornelius?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client? Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Cornelius, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes,
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Judge, we're going with the lesser included offense robbery.
Any objection?
No.
Showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with or at least the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of robbery? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand if the court were to accept your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions? Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. State is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years. There be a TAP evaluation and no contact with Jose Aguilar. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the lesser included offense of robbery, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
State offers exhibit 1 and all attachments. No objection.
All right. And state, have you been in contact with the complainant?
So we have been in contact with the complainant, Your Honor. There were other co-defendants in this case. One of them also did have the charge reduced to robbery and was given deferred.
All right, thank you. Oh, you may be excused to continue to confer. Mr. Cornelius, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney?
Yes,
Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state would be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge, we're waiting to get back.
All right. Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just so the court is aware, Judge.
All right. So everyone, please whisper in the box. We're on the record. Yes.
Thank you, Judge. Briefly, my client had court in the Winston District Court back on May 31st of 2022. That day, he was arrested by the U.S. Marshals for a federal charge of being a person under indictment in possession of firearms.
Okay.
He spent 15 months in custody awaiting that charge. We worked out a deal in federal court for a plea bargain, accepting his ability to appeal that sentence because that particular statute is being challenged in the upper courts right now, 922N. 18 USC 922N. So because he was denied bond, he was in a position where he ultimately pled guilty because he did have the firearms. That explains why we took so long to come back to this court. He's here now, Judge. He's been offered deferred adjudication from the state. He's accepted it pursuant to the court's approval. As part of this federal judgment, after serving 15 months, he was placed on supervised release for 3 years, which I'm asking the court to run that concurrent with this federal case. And that in the event, unlikely event, I believe, he were to be picked up on a violation of probation in this court, that any time served in federal court awaiting disposition of that case be credited towards any time given in that case, in the event he's sentenced.
All right. Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their ages?
4, 3, 2, 1, 6 months.
And where are they? Who are they with?
Their mothers.
How many mothers?
3.
All right, that is not Black excellence. The fact that you're here is not Black excellence, unless that's the name of a building, but I'm assuming it's not. So you are not showing Black excellence to your ancestors or to your mother, your grandmother, or anyone. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So don't wear Black excellence if you're not showing it.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
Pack and moving, Apple moving service.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court will sentence you to 3 years deferred adjudication. There's to be no contact with Jose Aguilar.
And moves on like, we're not doing this dance today. Then we find out the dude refused to give police his address. Said it was a non-domestic location. I swear these guys must be allergic to logic. The judge sets his bond at $2,500, and when the defendant realizes it's not just an O bond, he asks, "So I need a co-signer?" My brother in Christ, you just said the entire system doesn't apply to you, but now you want a bondsman? By the end of it, even I couldn't keep a straight face. This guy is one of the dumbest yet most dedicated sovereign citizens I've ever seen. It's like he's trying to stay in jail just to prove his point. And that, folks, wraps up one of the funniest courtroom disasters of the week. But we're not done yet, because up next, we've got a completely different kind of chaos. A guy who walks into court for armed robbery wearing a shirt that says Black Excellence. Yeah, you can already tell where this is going. All right, this next one is something else.
There's to be restitution, if any, to FedEx. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular UAs. 200 hours of community service restitution. There's going to be parenting classes. Once he completes parenting classes, that will be deemed to be satisfied. Field visits, 1 time per month for 3 months. And probation, if you all want to check with the federal government and see how their field visits are, you may not have to do any if they're doing them as well. So if you could check with them. There's to be no contact with Aubrey Reed, AUBREYREED, Charlie James Ray Perkins, Amari EMARI LaFell LAFEL Freeman FREEMAN. There's to be proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Yes. All right, is there anything else you need from the court to have black excellence in your life?
I'm out.
Judge, maybe run this concurrent with his federal cause number. I can give you that cause number.
All right, concurrent with what's the number?
SA:22-CR-294.
All right, the court will run it concurrent.
Thank you, Judge.
Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
I'm out.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. From here on out, in this court, whatever you do in your life while you're on probation, you need to ask yourself 2 questions. 1, is what I'm doing something that could potentially result in me being revoked and sentenced to prison for 20 years? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Else. We've got a man standing before Judge Boyd facing armed robbery charges, and he shows up in court wearing a shirt that says Black Excellence. Now look, confidence is one thing, but this right here, that's irony at its finest. Judge Boyd starts the hearing calm, collected. You can tell she's done this 1,000 times. The guy's charged with armed robbery, and the state's laying out the terms: a plea deal, deferred adjudication, probation, basically a soft landing for a serious charge. And to be fair, she gives him every chance to show he's taking this seriously. But then she asks, "Do you have any children?" He says, "Yes, ma'am." "How many?" 4, 3, 2, 1, 6 months. Then she asks, "Who are they with?" He says, "Their mothers." "How many mothers?" 3. And Judge Boyd just looks at him like, "Sir, that is not Black Excellence." And you can feel it. That moment of disappointment that hits harder than any sentence. She tells him straight up, "The fact that you're here is not Black Excellence unless that's the name of a building." That line right there, that's tough love. She's not mocking him. She's reminding him that his actions have meaning, that he's representing more than just himself. But man, it's painful to watch. She continues the sentencing. 3 years deferred adjudication. No contact with victims, 200 hours of community service, parenting classes, restitution, all that. Basically, a second chance, one a lot of people in his situation don't get. But here's where I've got mixed feelings. Because honestly, Judge Boyd, she's been way too soft lately. I've seen her go easy on people who clearly need a real wake-up call. I mean, this guy was involved in an armed robbery. That's not some petty shoplifting thing, and that's serious. Someone could have been hurt. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not rooting for people to go to prison. I'm rooting for accountability. There's a big difference. You can't wear a shirt that says Black Excellence while you're in court for robbing someone at gunpoint. That's not empowerment. That's contradiction. But I'll give the guy this. When Judge Boyd speaks, he listens. You can tell her words actually hit him. She lays it out. From now on, before you do anything, ask yourself, could this land me in prison for 20 years? If the answer's yes, or even maybe, don't do it. That's probably one of the most real, down-to-earth warnings I've ever heard from a judge. And honestly, maybe that's the kind of sentence he needed. Not 20 years, not a cell, but a mental reset. A reminder that you can't keep blaming the system when you're the one pulling the trigger on your own future. Still, part of me can't help but think, did she go too easy? Because at the end of the day, armed robbery isn't some mistake you trip into. It's a choice, and choices come with consequences. Maybe Judge Boyd's betting on redemption. Maybe she's trying to prove that not everyone who messes up has to be thrown away. I respect that, but man, that's a risky bet. Anyway, that's my take. What do you think? Was Judge Boyd too soft, or was this the right call? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this one's going to stir some real debate.